The question of what's the biggest wow factor for me, I think comes to the fact that this is an investment for the company. In my position, we invest money, we expect to see some type of results and return on that. This week, what I was able to witness is a presentation by the electrical service consultant gentleman, do a presentation that I had not seen, and be blown away of knowing from how I see him come on board in the company with this lack of knowledge and understanding of this industry and this technical area, and see him present like he's been doing it for 10 years and not having an electrical background. I think that stands out to me as one of the aha moments for me of this is going to work.
The biggest highlight of this training was learning from these world-class leaders in this training. And Kylie really takes away the class in a direction where it helps you understand things at a deep level while being comfortable doing so. I think my favorite part of this whole training was getting hands-on with devices and equipment that we haven't previously been exposed to, or even if you have been exposed to it, he's there to walk you through every little step of the way. I find it very valuable information that he's been sharing.
Yeah, the biggest wow factor for the week for me, I'm from a electrical background, so I'm not a salesman, and trying to do that is a big change, being okay with that. It is nice to see guys in the sales training right now that have the electrical background and look like they're doing fantastic. For me, it's talking and speaking in public and doing that. Nobody likes that kind of stuff. I do better when I'm by myself, walking, making phone calls. I feel more comfortable. So really the wow factor to me is getting me out of my comfort zone and trying to get comfortable doing it. So it's awesome.
So the biggest part on the technical side is definitely just the amount of information. Going through training and seeing what's available and thinking you have everything, and then you find out you don't have a third of it, just going back. And it's such a great asset to have just in the network, having other people to talk to that are actually doing it and out there and just finding out. It's just like, oh, I thought I had that figured out. I didn't know that was a possibility. So it's just so cool to be able to keep going to different trainings, whether if it's through SST or through some of the vendors for the products. Just the amount of knowledge, it's insane.
We got to sit in on a couple of Sean's meetings at the Emerge conference. Just saw the passion for selling service and maintenance agreements, and that was something we were just talking about in our office. And we initially just said this is a great fit for us. We need to learn how to be better in sales, and we're building our service department and trying to land long-term service agreements with existing customers and new customers. And we're very excited about the opportunity, and this has been a great week of learning, and it's just going to continue to build, and we're excited to see where it goes.
The true reason of, for me to have wanted to join the network actually goes back to pre-COVID when I was looking at technical items on the web and came across a master class in Tampa, Florida. And then that never happened because the class got canceled. He called me the day I canceled, the day I booked, within minutes. And then I kept that in my mind because I'm a technical guy. I started my business in the technical world and heavy industrial. That's my strength. That's how I started. So I always had a niche in the market. When it came from the industrial, we were certainly, as electricians, we could handle the electrical work. Technically, we can solve all kinds of electrical issues. And it became to motor repair, we could rewind motors. At some point, the motor repair industry changed. When NAFTA came about, they signed NAFTA. Everything came from overseas, and motors changed from DC to AC. When I recognize understanding about doing technical testing right up my alley, and today, now with the addition of 70B's standard, now it really allows us to take this technical ability and again separate us from other people.
What keeps us in the SST network is the mentorship that we get from Sean and his staff. Being family owned and operated, there's a personal touch to it. and they genuinely care about the people that they do business with, that they teach, that they train. You know, Sean's available to me any time of the day. I can call him with a question. He's quick with an answer, a response. If he doesn't answer his phone, he gets back to me very quickly. And it's just that little extra effort of always being available, always having an answer to my questions.
What I find is it builds a stronger internal connection between employees and the desire to really take their abilities to a different level. You can try to tell somebody you should be trained, that you should be this, should be that, but when they actually decide that this is what they need to do and they start asking, how do I go to the next level? That's when you know the seed has been planted and it's growing.
Who is the best dressed? Gosh, this is a tough question.
Casey.
I mean, is this I feel like this is going to be between Joey and Sean, and I fortunately I got to stick with my coach Sean here. I'm going to go with Sean.
Rapid disassembly of all previously assembled smoking parts. That is something that I now say in my sleep because you won't stop saying it.
The big one that stuck with me was the worst questions you can ask are the ones you don't ask.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Tuesday, 3 p.m., I'll see you.
Taking a mugshot.